One of the questions I get asked frequently is, if I hit someone with a 2x4, is it manslaughter? That's not what this course is about. This course is about building materials in part. Seriously though, one of the things that I do hear frequently, or I find that folks don't generally know, is why water moves into materials and how it moves into and through materials. For the purpose of this little question, this is a cross-section of 2x4. I need for you to understand that 2x4s have the ability to absorb water in two ways. One is by absorbing water in between what we call capillaries, which if you look at the end grain are those small little tiny holes, and the second way is into capillaries. I want you to think of the capillary structure that runs from one end of the wood to the other. I want you to think of it like a straw. Before this wood was laid like this, it was in a tree and it ran like this. And its job was to take water from the roots all the way up into the top of the tree. And if you remember your third grade science, do photosynthesis so the tree can live and do what trees do. However, when we take this and we lay it down on a piece of ground and we allow water to enter one end or the other, not only can water get in between the capillaries, but it can also get into the capillaries. Now, the water that's inside the capillaries is considered to be bound water, and we can discuss that a little bit later, but remember the term. In between the capillaries, that space, this looks solid, but if you looked at it microscopically, there's great big holes in this. That space in between the capillaries holds unbound water. In other words, it's not in a great big long straw where the only place you can remove it is on one end of the straw or another. All right? Just like a straw, you can't suck it out of the middle unless, of course, you break it. And if you're one of those kind of people, you're probably a technician and you're good for the industry. So you shouldn't be doing that, but just so that we're all clear, water comes out of one end or out of the other. So when you go to dry a piece of wood, the water that's in between the capillaries comes out very easy. It's unbound, hence the name. The water that's in the capillary structure, though, has to be removed from the entire length of that capillary structure or that straw. Important in understanding why, as we discuss class and other concepts, why it takes longer to dry low evaporative materials, of which, if you don't know this already, spoiler alert, wood is one. See you on the other side.